Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Roblox video. In today's video, I'm going to be actually explaining why I want Ronald to come back to Roblox so bad, and why we genuinely need Ronald to come back to Roblox so bad. Okay, a lot of you just see me make edits about Ronald and not actually explain why I want the game back. So, today, I'm gonna actually explain why I want the game back. So, I'm just gonna be giving every reason why I think we kinda need Ronald back. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first off, this game, literally, I don't know if you guys remember Ronald or not, it did everything that no other Piggy clone did. It did so much things that no other Piggy clone was good enough to pull off, or even original Piggy for that matter. It was like a legendary find of a game. For example, let's start with unique things that no other Piggy clone had that Ronald actually had. So, first off, a lot of you who were playing Ronald would remember in the shop there was abilities that you could buy, like a 1 round use speed boost for 1 round, which would give you a speed boost when you used it, and then it would have a cooldown, and I don't know if you guys remember that. Some of you probably do, some of you probably don't, but it was pretty cool. Now, there's another thing that, okay, this guy's actually, okay, wait, let me get the yellow key. Dude, this guy's a speedrunner. How much wins does he have? 0? What the hell? Okay. Okay, anyway, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but, when the game was released, there's like speed boost, radar abilities, stuff like that you could use for one-time round for spending cash, and that was a really unique feature that no other Piggy clone had. It was just Ronald that had that. So that's one of the things I think was really cool. Second off, this game had a really, in my opinion, unique VIP system. Okay, this one isn't as cool. The VIP system. Okay, I just got that. It's fine. Let me vote for, I guess, I don't know. But, I actually want to teach you in this game quickly, guys. There's actually a trick you can use to sort of farm money if you keep doing the option over and over again. But anyway, what the hell? I just teleported to the end. Anyway, I just want to mainly say that another thing that this game had that no other Piggy clone had was its amazing animations. I don't know if you guys remember, the cutscenes were absolutely amazing. Like, no other game at the time came close. Like, that game probably had by far the best cutscenes on Roblox back then. So it was really ahead of its time. It was an amazing game. And the best part, in my opinion, about the game, though, is the mechanics, which there is more cool mechanics that no other Piggy clone had. First off, every chapter almost, well, actually, the first 4 chapters, every first 4 chapter had a special mechanic. For chapter 1, it was the original, although it was the original, I can't lie, the map was really smooth. For chapter 2, it was like a jailbreak system. When Ronald caught you, you would go to jail and you would have, like, people would have to hack you out. And once they hacked you out, well, you'd be free. And in chapter 2, it was I don't know if you guys remember, in chapter 3, it was when Ronald caught you, he'd have to drag you to a tube, and then you would have to punch someone out for them to escape. And for chapter 4, it was a really cool concept. Everybody was like in portals, like it was, you would go through different dimensions by opening portals, and it was like a thing you could do with your friends. It was like a race. Whoever got to the end first was the winner. It was really unique and cool. And if you think that's it, that's not even it. the gameplay as the actual player and the gameplay as Ronald is entirely different than it would be in most Piggy games. First off, when you are Ronald, most Piggy clones are infamously known for being extremely unbalanced. Bacon is extremely unbalanced because Bacon is kind of the same speed as the players, and there's maps like there's this one weird helicopter landing map that's extremely small, or there's other maps that are really big and hard to escape. And Bacon can camp really easily, especially considering the taser has like 2 uses. So Bacon's really unbalanced. Spider, I cannot lie, is also really unbalanced because Spider could just place traps on the stairs and wait. Banana Eats, I feel like a lot of people think it's a good game. I really don't like it though because it feels really unbalanced for the banana, actually. Because every player has 3 lives and there's like 16 players and you only have 4 minutes. So it kind of sucks to the banana. But Ronald feels like it's right in the middle. Ronald, for example, the player has a taser that can be recharged really often and stun the killer for 10 seconds. And Ronald doesn't spawn for a whole 40 seconds, and that doesn't even cut into the time. In return for that, Ronald has a lot of traps he can place down and a speed boost that he can use to catch up to players more easily. Now, the final question of this video. A lot of people are probably going to be like, okay, well, if Ronald's actually that fun, why don't you play Ronald Modded, aka the game I'm playing right now? It's basically the same thing. Look, here's the thing with Ronald Modded. Ronald Modded, first off, I think if I had to give feedback for what they should work on, I would say number 1 would be the animations. One thing that made Ronald really unique is the animations, but the animations in this game are a little rough, especially considering there's no end cutscenes to any of the chapters. And another thing is, of course, the mechanics. And actually, I remember one time I was in a match, and the green key, for whatever reason, wouldn't work on the door, so we literally just couldn't escape. And second off is the mechanics. Ronald doesn't have his sprint anymore. The jail mechanic, I will not lie, is cool, but a lot of the mechanics are bugged or just aren't in the game. And for whatever reason, when you're Ronald, you're forced to use the elf skin, so yeah, this game is just a little buggy. I'm just playing this in the background because it makes sense since I'm talking about Ronald. But yeah, that's all I really had to say for today.